See,
Here we are
here
in your
we are.
beautiful country.
It's amazing. Well, where exactly are you at right now? Because you're so
Right now, I'm in Crete. Crete.
okay. In which part of Crete?
Ooh, I don't know the exact town.
Well, we have
I'm
four sections of Crete. It's Chania, Iraklio, Agios Nikolaos, Rethymno.
well. I know I flew into like the Herculeon or something airport, or has what's the airport with the H?
Um, a lot of them. Iraklio, yes.
Yes, I flew in there, and then I know I drove past that town you're mentioning. I don't know the exact name of the town I'm in now, but I know Crete's huge, but it's beautiful. I'm loving it. I went to Milos. I went to Corfu. I'm learning your language. I know
Oh,
Efaristo.
okay.
I wrote a little jingle to remind myself. It goes Efaristo Paracalo, Efaristo Paracalo. There you go. I'm writing songs in Greek.
You haven't learned the basic Greek word, right? Or haven't you?
Yasas? No.
Not that one.
What should I learn that I haven't learned yet?
Well, that's something that we always call each other.
Okay.
You haven't heard the word?
Maybe. Let's see.
Well, it's malacas.
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 Yes. It
Okay,
means
now I
it means asshole, but we use it in a very friendly way.
know.
Yes. Because if you're a friend of mine, I can say, "How are you, Malaca?" But
Okay, like how
we mean
Malacas.
it in a very good way. Um, uh, is it your first time in Greece?
No, I've been actually twice before to
Mhm.
Athens and Santorini, but I've never been to Milos, Corfu, or Crete. So this is all a new experience for me. But the food is amazing. Look, I'm wearing like the Greek colors. I'm
Yay!
wearing the colors of Greece. Just really trying to immerse myself in the culture and eat all the foods and cheeses and olives and moussaka and everything.
What about the island of Milos? About this white rock scenery? Have you seen it?
Oh, amazing. It's Sarakaniko Beach I went to, which is like looks like you're on the moon. And I went to a few different beaches, but I stayed actually in like a fisherman village, which was beautiful, like different colored um,
Houses.
little houses. And the water is so beautiful. And we took a boat out, and I love it here, man. Greece is pretty. What's so amazing to me about Greece is that there's so many islands to visit. I asked yesterday, they said there's like 30 or 40 islands that people, vacation in, tourism, and it's just like, how do you see everything? And you need like a year to go to all the different islands.
Actually, we have 3,000 islands, but 124 are visitable.
Oh my,
Yes.
see there. Now I need 100, almost 100 more than I thought.
Um, uh, what about the Greek people? How do they treat you?
I was just talking to somebody here at the hotel today. Everybody's been so nice and welcoming, and trying to explain about the foods and the culture. So I have nothing but positive things to say about my experience with the people of Greece. You guys are amazing. I'm loving it.
But the basic question when you go to vacation is one thing: have you been relaxing?
Yes, there's so much to see. So I don't want to be too relaxed that I don't move around and see some of the different beaches and go to the different restaurants. But the water is so beautiful out here. It's like I bought a snorkel mask
Mhm.
so I can just go in the water and see all the fish, and it's like crystal clear. Pretty impressive out here, I must say. People in America watching, if you haven't been to Greece, you need to get out here. I feel like any of the islands, they're all incredibly impressive.
From what I heard in the news this morning, that the U.S. tourists are topping the list this year. So thank
Okay,
you on your country's behalf.
nice. I guess I'm included in that.
So how you've been doing? We have been seeing you since May. No,
Yes, it was yep, April and May.
April,
I've been
4 months. What you've been up to?
I've been working on some new songs that'll come out later this year. I did. I recently just got through a song I did with Nicky Romero, the DJ, and Gattuso that was out called Afterglow. So that was out a little earlier this year. And then I've been also producing for other artists. I actually produced and wrote a couple songs with Michael Bolton, who was on the show, who was on American Song Contest representing Connecticut. And his album, I think, is going to be out this year, but don't quote me on that. That's subject to whenever they release it. And then I have some more collaborations coming out, some other songs I've been writing. I've been writing some songs for movies and television that'll be coming out in the fall and stuff like that, and going to Greece.
Perfect. I'm gonna catch the word collaboration, because from what we saw from the general feeling in the American Song Contest is that all of you were not competing to each other. You were just friends going to a party and singing. This was unbelievable, because this is not how the Eurovision Song Contest works. Everyone wants to kill each other before the live performance. But we were watching your stories, the amazing Marie Burrell and you. It was amazing. Is it true that you had beer for breakfast?
Did I have beer for breakfast?
Yes, because we saw it and she was asking, but we don't know the exact time of the story posted.
Oh, I don't, maybe she did. I definitely didn't. I was more having coffee, which, by the way, I've been having an espresso freddo every day here in Greece. But to get back to your point, yeah, it was so cool to spend time with the other contestants on the show, because there was more of, like you said, a collaborative energy going on versus a competitive. I mean, sure, like, you know, everybody wanted to do well, and everybody's competitive, but some of the contestants I knew going into the show, like Houston, he and I saw each other. We met before, and Michael Bolton I knew. I've met Macy Gray. Trying to think if there's anyone else I knew going into the show. I think there was one or two other people, but we just had a great time together. And it's, you know, it's a high pressure environment, so you're going through the same thing together. So it was nice to kind of be there, sharing that massive stage. And a lot of us, you know, stay in touch now, and I'm sure you'll probably end up seeing some collaborations amongst that group. Like I said, Michael and I have been working, and I know some other people have been doing some stuff together as well. So,
but it was so funny, because every morning, at least the Greek morning, I was asking my US colleagues if Marie and Jared posted something. It's so funny, because Marie is so energetic, so crazy, and you are so calm, so zen. It was so funny to see a story of both of you. It was
so funny. Yeah, I know there was one we were arm wrestling, and we had a lot of fun together, me and Mari, because we were on the same weeks both times. So we got to hang out, which was nice.
How was the preparation work? Because we didn't exactly understand. They were kept you in a hotel before the show, isolated. How was that working?
Everything was great in terms of the preparation. I mean, everyone kind of did their own thing. So some people had different types of rehearsal schedules and everything, but yeah, we were all, you know, all in that same hotel, which was nice to see everybody. And kind of in between the work we were doing, we got to, you know, eat dinner together sometimes, or, you know, have a drink or a coffee, not an espresso freddo, because I didn't know what that was yet. But it was just, you know, nice to be in the environment together and have that kind of common experience.
How do you drink your coffee? Sweets?
All different ways. All different ways. I like. I get it black, just because I like the
strong feeling.
Yes. The strong, but sometimes hot early in the morning, and then I know we're talking about Greece, so I have to say I've been getting that. For people that don't know, the espresso freddo is espresso with ice, right? And they whip it. So I've been getting those. I've been getting those every day in Greece.
So you haven't tried the Greek cold coffee, which is called frappe?
they actually told me today about that because I was talking about coffee, and I'm going to try that this afternoon.
Yes.
Do you like that one better?
Well, if you want to feel that you're taking 10 pills of ecstasy, yes, you drink that coffee.
So frappe is going to be the strongest.
Yes, you will be a rocket. Unstoppable.
Okay. That'll be my afternoon pick-me-up. Do you have recommendations for Crete?
Well, I have to understand where are you exactly, but
Yeah,
when we're going on vacation, the Greeks usually do the following. They go on the beach, they take their coffee, they take a mojito, they lay down on the sun, they put their sunscreen, and they forget life, they forget bills, they forget obligations, they forget their identity.
Wow.
They're just dreaming.
I love it.
Nothing
Zen.
else. Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
That's
so I love the water out here. It's amazing.
And you went to Corfu. Have you tried this pasta with the beef or the lobster?
So yeah, I forget the name, but I had what somebody told me. I went to the old town in Corfu and had it was a dish with rigatoni and like braised beef. I forget the name, but they said it was the specialty. It was
Pastizzata.
very good. Very good.
It must have been pastizzata.
I think so. And then all the cheeses I've been trying, because very famous Greece for all their cheeses and olives, and I could just eat all day.
I have to tell you that the cheese and the olive oil and the olives that you are tasting are the most fresh you will ever taste.
I think you're right, because every time I eat them, I'm like, I look at my girlfriend, I'm like, this is amazing. It never tastes like this in the US. And each like feta cheese, each feta I'm trying tastes a little different. It's like, so every region, it seems, has their own unique ingredients or flavor with their cheeses.
So I guess every meal of yours is accompanied by the choriatiki salad.
Yes, the Greek salad.
Yep.
Every time. We get that every time. There's so many things to try. I think the hardest thing about visiting Greece is that you don't have enough days. You could come for months and still not have enough time. When we went to Milos, I got to talk to a lot of the locals, and they were like, you need to be here for a minimum, 20 days. And we only had 3. So I was like, oh, how do I see everything in this beautiful place in 3 days? But I tried my best.
Is it your girlfriend's first time in Greece?
No, she's been here many times before. She works in travel, so she's been to many different islands. But this is my first time in Milos, Corfu, and Crete.
Mm-hmm. Have you tasted any wine?
I have, and I know there are very special wines here too. So it's pretty. If you like eating and drinking, Greece is I was actually, right before Greece, we were in Lake Como, Italy, which is another beautiful spot. But I'd say like Italy and Greece, just the food and drinking, and for someone like me who loves food, it's a very, very nice place to be.
Yes, you love food, but I don't see where you store it. But anyway, don't be upset.
Well, I try to, I guess, work hard, play hard.
And so, what's next for you? When are you leaving Greece?
I'm actually leaving, and I'm only here 2 more days, 2 or 3 more days, and then I go back to Los Angeles to pretty much continue working on a lot of this new music. So I have just sessions with other writers that I haven't been able to work with yet. Since the show, I haven't written too many new songs, but I do have some, and I'm kind of just like following back up on some of the collaborations I started, and I have a lot of new ones set up that I'm really excited about. So definitely looking forward to releasing some more new music.
From what I saw on TikTok, though, you like to experiment and share your new music with your fans. This is something that I rarely see from any other artists. You take energy from that.
I love it. I mean, I do a lot of, during COVID, I spent a lot of time doing like TikTok live just because it was a way for me to perform and communicate with fans because we weren't able to go out and do shows. Um, so, Instagram Live, TikTok Live, I like to get on there, kind of meet some of the people who are all over the world watching, show them new ideas, stuff I'm working on, see what they think, because that's sometimes the best barometer for a new song. Like, how are people reacting to it? And then if I get a strong reaction, I might say to myself, "Oh, I want to release this one. I feel like it's connecting with people." Or sometimes I think something's great and people are kind of, maybe not having as strong a reaction, and I'm like, "Okay, maybe I was wrong about this one." So it's nice to be able to get online and just bounce ideas off of people, which is, ultimately the most important thing, and it's nice to see how they react.
You have 80 million streams. You have collaborations with Jason Derulo, with Tiesto, with Michael Bolton. Actually, Jason Derulo was in Mykonos a few days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I actually haven't been to Mykonos, but I know that's like the best place to party and, like, or at least maybe in America, that's what you think is the best place to go for like, the clubs and the parties and everything. But
it's the best place for you to party and spend the rest of your fortune.
Right. Yeah, I heard it's not cheap.
So how do you feel when you have on your mind that you're a person that you collaborated with such big names and you achieved so much on streaming that everyone in this planet have heard at least once your songs?
It's a great feeling. I think at the end of the day, I just want to create art that people enjoy and that for me is fulfilling. And it's obviously feels incredible when you know that so many people have listened to your work. It feels even better when they like your work. But I just want to continue to try to create great music and have these collaborations and experiences with other artists that are meaningful and can help people and make people feel good, with what we create. So I just, of course, you pay attention to the numbers because that's human nature a little bit, and you want to do well, but I also try to make sure I'm focused on creating good quality content, and that hopefully if I continue to do that, the numbers will show up. It's hard to get music out there because there's so much music in the world now. I don't know the exact number, but somebody told me a crazy figure that 40,000 songs a day or something like that come out on Spotify. I don't know, that might be wrong, but a lot. And so it's hard when you have a new song, if you can't get your song to be featured, on the radio or on a top Spotify playlist or on television. Like, how do you get people to hear it? So I think I just try to do my best to create high quality, and that hope that in time people will find the music, and sometimes it'll end up on some of those playlists and sometimes not. And that, over the course of time, people will discover what I'm doing and hopefully like it,
Oh my God.
That was a long answer to your question.
No, that's okay. But I want to ask you, at what age did you discover that you have this majestic voice?
Ooh, you're very kind. Majestic. I like that. I always was singing from a very young time in my family and on car trips, and my sister and my dad were singers too. My mom a little bit too. So I think I was aware at a pretty young age that I could sing. I think once I started taking it more seriously, I figured I should pursue it professionally. But I was always singing and in groups, and I really enjoyed it, and it felt like it came pretty naturally to me. But I still practiced a lot. I didn't just sing randomly. I was up in my room singing songs every night, trying to sound like people I looked up to at the time.
What I ask everyone,
I like your background. It keeps changing.
Yes, it's Athens. It's Athens. Are you going to drop by Athens on your way home?
I wish I had more time. I've spent now 15 hours in the Athens airport because every time I go back to a different island, we stop in Athens. But so I don't think I'll get to go into Athens, but I have been, and I've been to Glyfada, and I've been to, the Parthenon, the Acropolis. But I don't think I'll be able to like go into the town outside of your wonderful airport.
Thank you. What I ask everyone that does this kind of contests, let's go to the first performance at the NBC ASC. What was the exact thought that you had 1 second before the song starts?
Please don't forget the words. That was my thought, because that was my first time. I've been on television and I obviously performed a lot, but that was my first time performing, on primetime network live for an audience that size. So I just tried to say to myself, don't think about the fact that a few million people are watching this and you wrote this song with your friends, so don't forget your own words. Luckily I didn't, but I was nervous about that.
So when should we expect a complete new song from you?
I mean, a lot of them are already done. I just don't know exactly when they'll be released. I'd like to put out another song in the next couple of months. Mm-hmm. And I know some of the collaborations will be coming out later this year. It's just sometimes you have to figure out schedule-wise, if you're working with other people, what works for their schedule and the best time to release a song. But there'll definitely be new songs out this year from me.
So until I have a new song from you, can I have an acapella one more time? Shameless?
Oh. I'm shameless in love, dive into your ocean. I'm shameless in love, swimming in emotion. I'm shameless in love. A little bit.
You're amazing. There are no words, because I think that even if I compliment you, I will insult you in the end.
Oh, no. And you guys, by the way, I want to say have been so nice. I obviously met you at the start of this, and thank you so much for your support and your comments, and for being so gracious and sharing what I do with your audience. And to everybody watching, whether you're in Greece or around the world, thank you guys so much for either watching the show or coming and seeing what I do. And if you haven't, I would love for you to check out my music, and I hope you enjoy it. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for visiting Greece. Thank you so much for talking to us. Jared, I wish you all the best on your way home back, and we're expecting new music.
Efaristo.
Παρακαλώ. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Have a
Bye,
great
guys.
day. Bye-bye.